Today we're going over my top 5 likes and dislikes of the Arrma Big Rock, and that's coming up next here on Jesse B Motors. If you like more content like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell. Welcome back, and today we are going over my top 5 likes and dislikes of the Arrma Big Rock, and this is the V3 version. Now, a disclaimer, I'm putting this out there. This is my opinion and my opinion only. You might disagree, you might not. These are my opinions, so let's go ahead and get started. Starting off with number 5 of my dislikes is the body clips. Right now we're at the rear, and you can see here, these are kind of small, and it makes it a pain. The rear ones aren't as bad as the front ones, but it can make it a bit difficult to get these body clips in. And that makes it real annoying when you're trying to get this up and going, getting your battery in and you're wanting to run it. You can see I'm kind of having problems with this one right here, getting it in. There, it snapped on. And then we switch to the front here. You can see that I actually broke the tethers off of the front ones and I got different clips in it. And that's all because it's such a pain with that small hole. You can see this body clip right here. It's a little thin one. Get it to focus here if it would. Don't look like it's going to. But these body clips I got in it are a lot thinner to make them just pop in that easy. And that's my number 5 dislike for the Arrma Big Rock. Now my number 4 thing that I dislike on the Arrma Big Rock is the tires. The one thing I don't like about these tires are they really balloon. And when you're at high speeds and they balloon, it gets real crazy trying to make it handle real good and to control it because they balloon that bad. And also, another thing I don't like about the tires is on really loose dirt, they have absolutely no traction with the power that this thing makes. So number 4 of my dislikes of the Arrma Big Rock is the tires. Number 3 on my dislikes for the Arrma Big Rock is going to be the motor. The one thing I cannot stand about this motor is, and it could be the ESC2, but I think it's more the motor, this thing has a heck of a delay or cogging down when you first pull the trigger back. It does nothing and then all of a sudden it'll go. That absolutely drives me nuts. When I'm trying to race this around my track in the backyard, it makes it real hard to try to control coming out of the corners because you go to hit it and then you got nothing and then all of a sudden it just all comes in and it makes the back end kick out and it makes it really hard to control this, mostly when you're in dirt. Now when you're bashing it, you don't really notice it, and when you're doing flips and stuff, it don't seem bad. But when you're trying to race it around the track, trying to go nice and smooth out of the corners, that's where I really notice it, and I do not like it, and it drives me absolutely nuts. So number 3 of my dislikes for the Arrma Big Rock is the motor. Now number 2 on my list of the things I dislike about my Arrma Big Rock is these shocks. I absolutely cannot stand these plastic shocks for Arrma. I don't like the design of them. I've already broke one on this. Luckily, I put new shocks on my Typhon, so the one I broke on this, I swapped it out with these. But if I ever get the extra money, I will be swapping these out to big bore aluminum shocks too. I cannot stand these shocks. Like I said, I don't like the design. I haven't had a problem with them leaking, but I know a lot of people had a problem leaking. But I've also broke it and bent the shafts on them, and I just absolutely do not like these shocks. So, number 2 on my list of things I really dislike about the Arrma Big Rock is the shocks. And now for the number 1 thing I dislike about the Arrma Big Rock is the steering servo. This servo absolutely sucks. And it's not because it's metal geared. I took this apart and this failed on me. It has nothing to do with the gears. It's all electrical. This thing starts jittering and everything when it goes bad. All I did was a cartwheel on my Typhon and it went out. And then on the Big Rock, it did the exact same thing. They both went out the same way. So my number 1 dislike about the Arrma Big Rock is this Spectrum servo that absolutely sucks. Now we're going to start with the likes that I really like about the Arrma Big Rock. And we're going to start off with number 5. Number 5, the one thing I really like about this is this thing is easy control when it's jumping. You can do flips with it. You can land it perfectly smooth. The throttle control and everything, even though I complained about that cogging leg on my dislikes, the throttle control and the brake control when this thing is in the air is awesome. It's really easy to control in the air. So that's my number 5 thing I like about the Arrma Big Rock is the control of jumping it. So my number 4 thing that I like about the Arrma Big Rock is the tires. Yes, I had the tires on the dislike, but there's one thing that I really like about the tires. They come from the factory and they already got them vented. That's a nice touch because that saves me time from having to vent them. And the rims on the inside don't have no holes either, so I don't have to take them off. Now what that does is under full acceleration, you get any dirt, mud, sand, anything, water, and the tire centrifugal force when you're under full throttle is going to make it come out of these vents, and that's a real nice touch. You keep your foams nice and the tires nice. And also the other thing it does is it helps keep debris out, because if you don't got the holes on the inside of the rim, that's where all the debris likes coming in. That's a real nice touch. So number 4 that I really like about it is the vented tires. Now my number 3 thing that I really like about the Arrma Big Rock is wheelies. This thing does awesome wheelies because of that power and everything. You can rip wheelies for days with this. Mostly in the grass, this thing will really hook up, pick up, and take off on wheelies. So that is my number 3 thing that I really like about the Arrma Big Rock is wheelies. Now for the number 2 thing that I like about the Arrma Big Rock, we're back to the motor again, and this is for is power. This thing has a ton of power. You saw my video where I took this out in the parking lot and got a top speed out of the box bone stock of 51 miles per hour. That is ripping for something in this price point. That's a lot of speed. So the number 2 thing that I like about the Arrma Big Rock is the power. And now for my number 1 like for the Arrma Big Rock is price. To me, this truck is the best bang for the buck. At $320 US, you cannot find another truck with this much power that is this durable. I have yet to break any suspension parts on it. The only thing I've actually broke is the shocks. And I think the reason why the shocks broke is because the A-arms compressed like they should, and they gave enough flex that it broke the shock, which saved me on the A-arms. I've had no issues with the A-arms at all. And the other thing is power. $320, 51 miles per hour. There's nothing in this price range that is that close to this. The closest Traxxas one, you're going to pay over $400, $500 to try to get that kind of speed with this kind of 3S system in it. That is absolutely insane for the power that you get, the bashability of this, the jumping. You got it all. Best bang for your buck. Number 1 that I like about the Arrma Big Rock is the price. Now I want to do an honorable dislike and an honorable like about this truck. Now the honorable dislike is the spur gear. There's a way for that to get trapped down in there, and the spur gear gets tore up from the dirt and debris that gets caught in it. I've yet to have that problem, but I've seen other people have that problem. So I'm going to put it in as an honorable mention because I have seen it as an issue, and that is the spur gear going bad because of the debris getting in. Now my honorable mention for likes is this power module. I really like it. All you got to do is take a screw out of the bottom, and then you lift up and pull out on this tab right here, and this whole assembly comes out after you take the drive shaft out. And that's got your spur gear, your motor, and everything in it. That's a real nice touch. I really like that power module. So for the honorable mention like is the power module. So I hope you guys enjoyed my top 5 likes and dislikes about the Arrma Big Rock. There's some great things about it. There's some bad things about it. Overall, though, it is a great truck for the price. You're not going to get the power, the bashability, the controllability of this vehicle for this price range. It is just awesome. So as always, there'll be a link down below for the truck, the batteries I use, and everything else that I use with this truck. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. On Facebook, I got an RC car group over there, RC Car Life. Come over and join in on the fun. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all on the next one.